Welcome back to the series of webinars that Peter and I launched and are focused on generative AI. This time, the idea is not to discuss only the curiosities and current topics, as we've done last week, but also some use cases for the manufacturing industry. Last Monday, we both posted a poll to make you choose which was the most interesting use case for you. And today we selected the one that received most of the votes. So drum roll, Peter.
Yeah, as we had several use cases shown, we very much liked, of course, the engagement. I do admit I was surprised about the final result. So this was your post. How we did it was that Margarita posted and I posted, and we had a little challenge going on, who got the most successful one. So interesting enough, both got the same amount of votes. That was quite surprising, I would say. But the distribution is a little bit different. And here you see customer support is not the use case that you want to dive in currently according to those votes. New employee onboarding, also not that much. Sales team support, 7%. Not at all, yeah, but production line operations, interesting enough. Yeah, so that is definitely leading on Margarita's side. So let's quickly jump to my post. I had different ones going into the race, and I was actually they're more balanced. Exactly, and I was quite sure actually back office operations would win, yeah, because recording and things. But that's maybe too boring because everybody's already doing it. Engineering, product management is interesting, and the other things, company culture, that's like kind of my hard topic as well. I would love to talk that more in detail, but as you see here, Margarita, you won. Congratulations to that one, yeah. So you picked the one which definitely had most concentration of votes. So this was, as we go back, production line operators. So let's dive in there a little bit more. Do you have examples of that?
Let's talk about line operators. Let's talk about the people that are facing complex issues during their daily job, daily operation, from, for example, machine downtime to performing some maintenance procedures. And in some cases, they might be new to the job, or they simply don't remember all the procedures and information related to a specific machine or component because they got to read the manual, who knows, maybe 3 years ago. So the point is line operators need support, and that's why we believe the virtual assistant based on generative AI can help them accessing internal knowledge about operating procedures, instructions, manuals of machines, manuals of components. I would say any information related directly to the machine. So the idea now would be making a list of some use cases and also doing a little demo of how it could work out in real life. If we talk about use cases, I would start with the very first one, troubleshooting. I think that's also what everyone is expecting. The point is, for example, you are an operator, you're in front of the machine stops and it displays an alarm. Your time is very precious. What to do? Then, Peter, let's open our virtual assistant to display how problems could be solved.
Yeah, hold on. I think this one would be an example.
Wilson AI.
Wilson. The Automate. I like the name also. Automate.
Yeah, it's nice because they can be customized. You can give them names. You can decide who you're talking to. The advantage of virtual assistants. All right. So before, for example, I uploaded a manual of Baume. I was checking some of the alarms that I uploaded in the knowledge base. So let's ask him, for example, was the FTP Con Air.
Fortunately, I can copy paste that because that is really what I would not be able to answer at the moment.
Me neither. Me neither.
Let's see if Wilson gets up with an answer here. Okay, yeah, a server connection error. That's good. And he even gives the reasons for that. Yeah.
So let's read. The LAMP code indicates that there is an FTP server connection error. This could be due to various reasons, such as network issues, incorrect service. So that's okay. That's nice. Now let's change completely topic. So let's click on context reset. And considering this is the account of a robotic company, let's ask, for example, how often do I need to lubricate arm joints?
Like this, hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that really, and one of the use cases, you mentioned it already, troubleshooting, but that kind of goes hand in hand with knowledge management, especially currently people are struggling with the experts being old, leaving the companies, and how do you contain that knowledge? Yeah, because some machines are very old, and those people know how to fix them and know how to handle them, and this knowledge often is very precious and leaves the company. So they sometimes write things down and else, but it's very difficult to engage with such documents. Yeah? You cannot read all of those memos and documents, but with generative AI, you can easily structure that, put it into an AI and make it accessible. Yeah? So that I think is a big advantage and very nice use case for companies to manage knowledge on the shop floor.
Exactly. And this is like not rocket science. I mean, it's very simple. You can just upload your documents in just few seconds and you can start asking questions. And it's a great way also, as you were saying, to start collecting information. I mean, I guess most of the things are either in the head of people or written with a pencil on a manual. So it would be a pity, a huge waste to let this information go as soon as a person retires or changes company.
But information is valuable. What I've always have as discussions is security concerns around this information. So it's, I think, very interesting to have such an industry-grade solution where really it's secure, where the data is located. Because also, I mean, if you really condense the knowledge of a company, what makes it successful, yeah, security is always a big concern. Therefore, need to be mindful here. But I think such a solution, which is dedicated for industry, is very helpful in that context.
Like Wilson.
Like Wilson, for example. Yeah. Perfect. Okay,
Right.
I think for today, that use case, I think we addressed already. Maybe do you have any additional aspects which we should highlight here?
I would still mention a couple, honestly, of use cases, always related to production line operators. So, for example, it can be used also for ordering spare parts. You can understand which spare part is needed. Like a virtual assistant can guide you in identifying the parts that need to be replaced. It can provide you a direct link to the ordering procedure, and then afterwards you can also provide all the instructions for the maintenance operation, so to replace the specific piece that you have ordered, and that's another one I have in mind. Then surely interpretation of data. So a virtual assistant can interpret data from an industrial IoT solution related, for example, to line efficiency, and that allows you to enable quicker decisions. What else? It can definitely speed up the learning time, especially when operators need to spend hours and hours on studying on manuals, and the documentation is not so easy to access. Do you have anything else in mind?
I think one topic which might be interesting in context of our event that is coming up, servitization. So if you think not as a production line operator, or I mean, if you think from the context of the machine builder who provides that knowledge to the production line operator, that could be also very interesting, because suddenly you don't only hand over a manual, here, take care of the manual, that's your machine, but suddenly you can offer such solutions as a service in combination with your machine. Yeah, so this might be very interesting, the discussion we will have at the Machine Builder X event. We'll link the event in the comment section. And I think that is also a very interesting use case, how you can contextualize that knowledge and have this servitization journey, that you provide better and increased services to your customers from a machine builder perspective. And I think the production line operators obviously is the user, the end user of such machines.
100%. And I really, really look forward to listening to you at the event talking about it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, maybe very last thing that we can say on the topic is the approach that we have to these solutions on how we interact with virtual assistants. So first of all, they could be either we could have a reactive approach in the sense that we have our virtual assistant installed on the, well, installed. I mean, I can access it via tablet or by using the PC, or maybe it's embedded on the HMI of the machine. Otherwise, we could also have a proactive approach, which means we get notifications, and these messages are triggered by specific events. So there is an alarm popping up on the machine, then we get a message on how to solve the problem.
Yeah. So that I think is also very powerful in terms of that you don't get the just, hey, there's something going on, but really you get more information as here provided, kind of what could be the reason already. And if companies have an own knowledge base that they can leverage, and this is possible with generative AI, I think it really helps fixing problems much faster than before.
Definitely. All right, shall we list a few advantages of using virtual assistants?
Sure. From my point of view, I mean, the speed of access, that's kind of key. Yeah, you're just much faster. And if I may add the second one I already mentioned, yeah, that you can contain knowledge which you would otherwise lose. So I think those are, from my spontaneous perspective, two major advantages. May I add one more aspect? I think what is really interesting is also when generative AI comes together then with augmented reality, for example. Yeah, that's kind of also what I do in my PhD. Yeah? So that's a topic also close to my heart, that this ease of access for information, yeah, that visualization and the content comes together and provides a much better solution at the end. So therefore, I think this is also a journey where you start with one technology, and generative AI makes it very easy to start. And then you can add other technologies like IoT, Internet of Things, data, which comes in, like augmented reality, which just enables it to visualize it exactly at the machine. Yeah, so you walk around, you look at the machine, and you immediately see some information around it, which you need tailored to yourself, yeah, personalized. So I think that is going to be an exciting future as well.
Definitely, really looking forward to. One more advantage.
Okay,
and then
sure.
we say goodbye.
From my side?
Yeah.
Okay, then another advantage I would say is also collaboration topics. Yeah, because when you interact back and forth with such knowledge bases, you generate much more content, which instead of just talking to each other and the knowledge is lost again, such interactions can be sustained. Yeah, again, going into the direction of knowledge management, knowledge containment. I think this is really cool. And to add different systems and bring knowledge together to where it's needed, that's, I think, a big advantage which you can leverage with such systems.
Mm-hmm. The very last thing, I mean, there's so many, but that I would like to mention is retention, actually, because a happy operator, a satisfied operator of the line means having a happy employer too, because the turnover is definitely lower. So this is another very good reason to exploit this technology and to adopt this technology within the company, because it will also facilitate a new generation that will start working very soon, or that started recently, to stay in the company.
I actually just yesterday read a report, and maybe we can talk about such a report in one of our serious episodes, that people are using generative AI. Yeah? It's not that the companies can really stop them. Yeah, because it's so great, it's so helpful. Everybody, I mean, I'm using it on a daily basis, and people then basically the statement was bring their AI to work. Yeah? So they use it no matter what. So now it's actually the task of the companies to leverage this bottom-up approach, yeah, and to give them access to safe environments in order to have the best approach and to be safe with company data.
All right, then I think time is over. It's already probably 10 minutes, so time to say goodbye, to thank our audience, and I'll see you again next week.
Hope to see you also then at our live event and meet you all in person. And yeah, next week, I think we have some interesting topics coming up. So stay tuned.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.